So now we'll be switching gears. We'll be going to a 2700 game by Mango King. He is going to be a little bit of Reaper, a little bit of junk. 2700. He's with a friend. So let's skip ahead to the good bits. Just use dash as much as possible, or should you save one dash? It's a difficult question.
Wow, whatever.
I don't think that saves much time, but hey, it was worth a shot. Alright. Alright, already your back right now is to 4 of their team. It's dangerous. Alright. Made it through that. Are there any other easier targets? No. So it was a little bit risky at that point, but I think that Winston bubble kind of saved you. Now you already have ult. Using ult when they come. It's always a question when to use ult. Do you want to like set something up? This guy's looking for the super boop. Alright, you guys changed. Also, don't taunt that much. Okay. Hanzo killed everyone. So if you taunt, you tell people where you're at. I think of taunting as when you teleport as Reaper, that's what taunting does.
We gotta shut down that Hanzo.
Get outskilled. Get outskilled by the Hanzo. Here's a good place to use teleport.
Watch out. I heard Reaper.
There's a lot of people down there. Okay.
Oh. Wow, so close.
That was... I was gonna say you should Wraith form because that shield was cracked, and yeah, you definitely saved your ass with that one.
You gotta shut down that Hanzo. Don't peek it.
How can you shut down the Hanzo without peeking? Actually, what you need is you need a shield up right there.
Dude, you gotta stick with us, dude.
You probably want to ult? Okay. You're just waiting for the mech to get put down.
Fucking Death Blossom.
Oh, he's excited about it too. Oh, and he's talking shit. He's talking shit. That's how you fucking Death Blossom. Whoa. Good job, boy. You pressed Q. Mango, are you in chat? I would really like to make fun of you while you're here rather than through YouTube.
Oh, damn, nice.
Okay. So, I'll just say this. What you did is you Wraith formed here and then ran at them. And what happened is everyone past this choke point out here had an ability to shoot you. You could be at this wall right here instead. And then when you come out of Wraith form, that 1 second where you're super vulnerable, if no one knows, before Wraith form even ends the animation, Reaper is vulnerable. And what you do is when you're here, you're blinding yourself to everyone out there, but you can still shoot whoever just came in.
If you can
So remember, try to minimize how many people can shoot you at once.
Okay. Can you res this buff? Nice.
Don't alt. Oh shit. So why I said don't alt even before you alted is that they're at 57%. You weren't going to kill all of them. I know you wanted to be a hero and kill all of them, but that wasn't going to happen. Now with all the skills they had available. So it would be better just to keep it for now. Am I playing today? No, today is review day. I don't play on weekends.
Fucking hate scatter. Dumb ability. Gotta get on point, guys.
Aw, Risa. How's life? Life's going good. Can't complain.
I think get on point, dude. Get on point. Whatever. You see now that.
So yeah. You're not doing terrible. We're not doing great. Yeah, the Hanzo's putting you guys down, but you're also over. I think you're overvaluing the Mercy on their team. While it is good to target the squishies, Mercy's quite agile. If you can just kill someone right in front of you, do it. I think too many people get tunnel vision for the backline characters. Okay, going a little stealthy. Good job getting her out of mech immediately. Oh, look at that turn. There you go. Now you're reapering.
Check this out, I am on fire!
Is using a voice line still cancel the enemy hearing your default voice during teleport? I don't think so. If it does, I would try. Personally, I don't abuse bugs. Now Mercy was right above you. Okay, yep.
Get on point, get on point.
So yeah, remember Mercy's leash really shows where she's at. I mean, it's a telltale. Just leave her alone. Yeah, get the point. Good, 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 good. Good. Reaper seems like such an easy hero to play. It comes down to a lot on positioning and negating the distance.
You can get some healing.
The problem is when you start running into... right now, he's not fighting any very long-range heroes. The only thing he's been running into is Soldier. And when you have just no ability to negate the distance, it's
I'll tell him go back to point.
It's tough. Okay, good. I like this. Good job. Right there was a good example. Where you had a Winston in front of you, and you tried to shoot through his shield to get to an Ana. Just kill what's in front of you sometimes. Remember, you do 150 per shot with chance to do double. So, Winston actually dies quite quickly.
Don't give it a point, guys. Yeah. We'll keep C9ing it.
Keep C9ing it. I like how he keeps on using this as a C. Like, I hate how the community uses C9 for any time anything happens to the point.
Healing, please. Healing.
She should be at her max defensive matrix. You can ult and kill the Mercy. Perfect. That was a good ult.
Come on, dude. Come on.
Right there. There's that second that Reaper's incredibly vulnerable for.
Please kill that one Winston, guys.
This time, I'll finish the job.
Well, you're doing a good job at negating the distance and staying on him.
Please, heal me.
There you go. Now you can fuck shit up with that. With the Reaper change, and I say Reaper change, and it's been quite a long time since Reaper got changed. It is a good idea to sometimes double down and go at the enemy, even if you're losing health. Sometimes you have to... Oh, just kill her. Just ult. Yep. Good job. Oof. Yeah, those are the times. Don't worry about solo ulting. If you can take out a Mercy that could have a res, fucking kill her. But yeah, sometimes you have to press forward with the life leech to try to get something done. It's risky, but at a certain point, running back is running back is like for sure death, and running forward sometimes you can skill your way out of it.
You have a Reaper now too. For some reason, I got animated and fine. Watch out. Reaper's one. Reaper's one. Literally one. Literally one shot.
Literally one.
Got healed by now. It's like I can't die. Like the second I die, we lose. Oh.
I wouldn't say that.
Lisa, get out of there.
Okay, don't. Yep, get out.
Attack the objective.
Fuck this Hanzo. Please get on him.
Don't get upset. This is the problem. You have to respect heroes. Hanzo can't one-shot him, except with scatter shot. Right? He does. Oh no, he can one-shot him. Never mind. He's 125 times 2. That's right. You can kill him one shot. And what beat you there was just a headshot. You went against the Hanzo down a very, very narrow corridor.
Really can get up there.
Yeah, I got too greedy.
Group up, group up, group up.
Group up! Group up! Don't you just run out there, die alone, and say group up. So right now you're getting a little bit upset.
Okay, actually, stop going in. Just wait. I almost have my ult.
And you're trying to do too much yourself. Don't just run at a Hanzo.
Don't go in.
My blade is ready to be unleashed. My ultimate is ready.
You gotta kill this again if it's Hanzo. Genji, please. I'm gonna die now, yeah. Nice, Jalo. She wants to fight. Oh!
The Ana's destroying him. So for right now, more than anything, he needs to calm the fuck down.
Zenyatta
You need to negate the distance again. The last time you died, you were in the middle of the point. Right? That's like one of the worst places you want to be. Yeah, this is very typical, especially this behavior where you're starting to look at everyone, you're questioning everyone else's motives. Like, what he's doing right now is searching for an excuse, and none of it matters because either you win or you lose. It doesn't matter why. It just...
If you can try to help me kill that diva.
Did you win or did you lose? That's it.
I know Taco Cat. Oh, he's not here.
What is joining chat gonna do, though? It's not like joining chat increases your skill level, right? So you gotta stop finding an excuse, and you gotta start playing better. Alright, back out. Good, good, good. You didn't get tunnel vision this time.
Please kill the Hanzo.
But it was the Reaper that killed you. It wasn't the Hanzo.
This time,
Now he's gonna go Junkrat, right?
the job.
Nope.
Repositioning.
Yeah, joining a chat doesn't stop you from eating arrows. Good, 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 good. That was a good one. Gotta make sure they don't have a mercy. Nope. So, now you may want to press up a little bit. Here's the thing, if you stay on point, that's a lot of distance. Okay. Oh. Ate a bionic grenade. So you have two choices. To push forward and try to get something before any of that stuff happens, or to fall back and then engage them as they breach the point. Both I think are valid options. He tried the pressing forward and getting away with Wraith form. He didn't get much healing from his teammates, so it kind of backfired a little bit.
I'm just getting up some more or something.
And he keeps on shooting the shield. That shield, was that the straw that broke the camel's back? Good old Junkrat. He ain't giving no shit about shields. Joining chat helps you strategize? Not really. Get on the point.
Supercharger is ready to be deployed.
You gotta get out of there. You probably have to back up a little bit farther. Okay, you got away with it. A little bit slow in the detonation. You could have hit 2 or 3 people with that one.
Oh my god.
So overall, I would say one is the mindset that you have to fix. More than any fundamental stuff, anything else, mindset is the first thing you need to fix.
Nice, we killed two, we killed two. Kill this Reaper, kill this Reaper.
Don't press forward. Oh, that's rough. Got greedy. You could have killed the Winston right away, So that's my feelings about that stuff. Because then you would have still been alive to play more.
I hate scatter so much. Loss after loss after loss.
So he's pissed. I get that. But here's the funny thing. I find this very funny with flex pixers. So I find this very, very humorous with flex pickers. Flex. If Hanzo's giving you an issue, there's other things you can do besides go Genji, right? There's other classes that you could play. There's other things you can do. If one hero is that big of an issue, you can deal with it. You have to, if you are a flex picker, then flex. Too many people will stick to one hero and then stay on him the entire game and be like, well, I'm a flex picker, so I picked around you guys. Why? Like, it was your fault. And it's like, no, you're a flex picker. If your pick wasn't working, then you needed to change. Keep on changing, right? You have to leverage the fact that you're going to play 9, 10, 20 classes, right? While everyone else plays 1 or 2. So if you were really upset about that Hanzo and thought that he was the sole reason why you guys were losing, could have done something about it. But outside of that is mindset. That is a huge, huge thing. It probably handicaps 90% of the people that play Overwatch. 1, it's your fault. I'm not saying you. I'm saying conceptually, if you ever play a game, it's your fault. If you ever fuck up at something at life, it's your fault. Why? Because blaming other people doesn't actually make you any better, doesn't solve anything. Maybe it gets you out of trouble. Who gives a shit? You actually don't get anything out of that. Whenever I play Overwatch, I'll be like, yep, my fault. I should have done X, Y, and Z. And does that mean that sometimes I needed to kill the entire team? Yep. Yep. I needed to play perfectly, kill everyone, and take no damage. Still on me, right? Don't look for excuses. If you look for excuses, you're going to find one. You will. You can search through people's profiles. You can look at their Season 2 win rate, their Season 2, like were they top 500 in Season 2. Win rates are a really big pick. How many hours they got on specific heroes, yada, yada, yada. Don't look for excuses. You have to just be like, all right, it's on me. What can I do to fix my play? Why? Because at the end of the day, that's the only way you're going to get better. Blaming someone else does nothing for you. Fucking nothing. You wake up tomorrow and you're still shit, right? So you got to get that out of your head. That's a huge, huge point. As for your play, like I think your Reaper accuracy was fine, and that's usually how it goes with Reaper. Is usually accuracy is not bad. It's all about negating the issue with distances, and I think you did that really, really well on a couple maps. But then once you started getting upset, you just started like running at them. There's a lot of times when your team was staggered and you ran in and you're like, why the hell is everyone dying alone? And like you were one of the issues why you're dying alone. Yeah, you have to control your mindset. If your team's not like grouping up around you, then you have to group up around your team, right? That's what you gotta do. The only person you can control in this game is you. I will say this, you did go head on a lot. Your target priority was like always, usually it was through a shield. You're trying to just bust through a shield. Here's the problem, even as a Junkrat. And here's the thing, Reaper point blank does more shield damage than Junkrat. You have more shots in your clip and you do more damage per shot, right? Reaper does 150 a shot. He has 8 shots in his clip. He doesn't shoot faster than Junkrat, but Junkrat does 120 every 0.6 seconds. You know, second and a half reload. For one person to shoot through the shield takes a long time. It actually takes a significant deal of time. Like it takes 4 seconds, 3 to 4 seconds to get through anything. In that time, so much of the game can change. Especially if you're trying to kill someone in the shield. That means everyone around you is doing damage to your team for 4 seconds, and you're not doing much for 4 seconds. So either pick someone out of the shield, either turn around and kill the front line. Because sometimes it is easier to kill the front line than it is to kill the back line. And as a Reaper, there's classes like Junkrat needs to know this, Reaper needs to know this, Soldier McCree also need to know this, Genji sometimes, Tracer sometimes. Sometimes it's easier to crush the front lines than it is to crush the back lines. If someone gives you a Winston, if they all dive at you, Ana can't heal through 5 people killing that guy. Ana can't heal through 2 people focusing him down with high burst damage. The Winston will die. So, yeah. Don't get so tunnel visioned about looking at the shield target or the person in the shield, even if it is a weak class. It's tough to deal with. So let's go through this. Pop, pop. I think your accuracy was fine. Your movement was good. It went up, and then your movement went kind of shit after you got upset. You just started kind of going down the main path. And also, remember, Wraith Form has a very, like, 0.5 second vulnerability period. Where you basically can't do anything. You can hold down the trigger and you can hopefully get one shot off, but most of the time it's going to be difficult. Yeah, you're very vulnerable during coming out of Wraith Form. So be careful about that. Your positioning, like I said, for the first couple rounds, it was really, really good. You're doing well negating distance. You're using cover. You know, you're what do I want to say? You know, stick and move, kid. Right? You're doing really well about that. But after that, you started just going very just normal mindset, just going straight in. And that's when you're dying. This is okay. Logistics, I think your skill usage was fine. Actually, logistics, I would say, is where you're doing the roughest part. So logistics is trying to get where you need to get, right? It's kind of like the how, if you will. Like, how are you going to get there? How can you get to the place that you need to shoot the people in the face? This is all what Reaper is. Reaper is logistics, right? Location, 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 as they say. It's all about getting to the enemy to kill them. Well, the problem was you were against a diva that can shut you down, because diva can shut anyone down, right? That's what she does. Yeah, but you just have to deal with that. You were often in the middle of the fray, which is okay. I can understand you wanting to go after someone, but the problem is if they have like a concave attack going on, then you're putting yourself in a really bad position. Also, don't underestimate the damage Reaper can do at 5 meters. You don't have to be point blank to kill him. You can be a little bit of space away. You can be about 5 meters. I don't actually know when he starts suffering fall off. I don't know the exact one. But with his, just by going how shotguns work in Overwatch, I would say 5 meters is, he still does a surprising amount of damage. And by surprising amount, I'd say like 70, 80. Enough where you can 3-shot someone. You can kill someone in a second and a half about. So yeah. I don't think you're doing this at all. Whenever you're shooting people, you're just running at them, point blanking them in their face. And the problem with point blanking people, and I think this is your biggest issue, is that if you point blank someone, you can't see past them. You don't know what's happening next. There could be a guy here. There could be a guy here. You don't know because all you can see is this. I think you have to pull back a little bit, and I'm not saying shoot someone from 20 meters. What I'm saying is you have to understand what the hell is going on in the battle before just charging head on. Because what you're doing is you're just going head on, and this is what most people do in Overwatch. I'd say anyone below 4K. It's probably not even that. People at 4K do it too, but I'll just say most people in Overwatch do this. So they get tunnel vision, they go from this guy to this guy to this guy. That's what they do, and they're like, oh, I'm so skilled, I did that. Actually, it's shitty. What you need to do is find the most effective way to kill this guy while setting up this next kill, which sets up this kill. That's the good way to do it. You don't want to just go running head on, just killing stuff point blank. It's very, very hazardous to your health in the long run. Remember, you always need to think of what's the next. As for information, Learn about your team. Not once did you understand where your team was at or what they were doing, or how you were going to protect them, or what their issues were. Remember, maybe if they're diving on your teammates, you could solve that issue, right? If your supports are dying all the time and you're like, why can't my supports, survive? My tanks need to protect them better. Actually, you could sit back and you can play a more support type of Reaper, which is completely valid, right? If someone wants to punch your Tracer or your Ana in the face, they have to get close. They have to get close to her. That's great. You want to get close to them. So we have confirmation, 11 meters to 20 meters is his fall off. And with his spread at 11 meters, he's probably doing pretty rough damage. Yeah. I think that's all I can say about this right now. More than your mechanics, anything you need to fix is the mind. You have to learn to chill. You have to learn to calm yourself down. More than anything else. You have to learn to calm your mind. This is why I stress not worrying about SR. This is why I stress about learning how to learn. Right? You got to get something out of the game, even if you lose. And even if you get SR out of a win, the fuck does that mean? SR means nothing. You need to get experience out of everything. So with that, if there's any other questions, feel free to throw them my way. Well, I'm accepting questions. We will see. Sticks6975. Thank you not so much for the subscription, my friend. Heinrich, he gave me 150 bits. He says, thanks to your tips, I got a 61% win rate as Junkrat last season. With him as my most played. Stay frosty. Can you still use point blank if you use sound to figure out what's going on in the battlefield? I will say no. I don't think it matters how good your sound is unless you've had like vision problems for a long time. I don't see your hearing being able to map out everything that's going on. It's tough to actually use sound to paint a picture. You can get bits of information, you can understand what's going on a little bit, but you're not a bat. I was in Diamond and I was the best Junkrat. How would my mindset change? That's a weird question. I mean, I'd just be seeing what the thread between all my losses is. Like, it's going to be me, but how is it me? Is it because they pick a Pharah? Is it because I'm rough matchup against a D.Va? You have to figure out why you're losing. And everyone's going to be like, oh, it's because you're only playing one class the whole time. No. Every class can get by. Question is you're doing something wrong. So you got to figure out what that wrong is. It's like there's any other questions, so we'll move on.